Gang, 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 gang. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Y'all already know what up. This your boy, Cornish Slaughter. Hey, welcome back to the Street University. Be quiet, son. I ain't gonna ask you too many times, man. This is the Street University, man. Y'all know what's up. Um, and to be more technical, I say the Street University, like I said, because I know a lot of cats probably be like, man, that name sounds just so forbidden. So, well, check this. A lot of things in life is forbidden, man, and the knowledge is never unobtainable. So why not go for the knowledge, man? That's why I call it the Street University, because street niggas become universal students of every aspect of life, every perspective. Um, as we carry on, gang, y'all know we be learning, right? We do. Because every once in a while, I do tend to pop some knowledge on here, man, or I upload some knowledge, present some knowledge. Somewhere down the line, some knowledge be presented. And hopefully, y'all been subscribing to the other channel. The other channel, you see what's been taking place, man. I got the game stuff going on, popping on, things of that nature. Um, and I believe, hold on, y'all. I was watching the Identicals. Shout out to the Identicals. They do got some knowledge to themselves. They be popping on. Pooty, you do me a favor. Hit this light for me out here, please. Yeah, they got some knowledge. They be popping off. I be listening to them. Yeah, thank you. Son. You know, justice for takeoff, most definitely. But anyway, master who you is, gang. Let me see something. I gotta edit a little bit of something, honestly. Let me edit something. I'm gonna edit this title anyway, because I don't want y'all to get that title mistake. Bam. There we go. I could say them changes right there. You know, master who he is. You got to at some point in time, gang. Because man, like when you don't and you don't try to and you don't understand how, you be lost in the world. You lost in the sauce, and they tell you could let the world, but don't become of it. Well, right away you become of it doing that, right? Yeah, right away you become lost in that sauce, gang. And I don't mean to be, punching or pulling punches at people that be lost in that sauce, because it's a way out. I'm telling you, it's a way out. Definitely, when you got to train mind, or you training your mind, you focused on training your mind. You got to reflect on things like that. Some people do, some people don't. Some wake up to it, some don't. For the most part, I see that a lot of folks out there ain't ready for the real world that's taking place around us, gang. You feel me? Just like the aliens being found up there in Vegas and everything else taking place, people dying and killing by numbers and everything of that such. I be wondering, like, damn, do anybody ever stop and take time to think, like, damn, is this shit really happening, or is this all just a figment of imagination? No, it's not, gang. It ain't. What y'all thought was fake was real. It's some of the shit like this, what y'all hope don't happen or be hoping don't want, that you don't be wanting to happen is happening, right? That's the killer part of the world. That's the coldest part of the world. And they tell you it's a cold world. Yes, it is, man. And it's an even colder spiritual world. But y'all got to be spiritually, you know what I'm saying, tapped in to know that. You got to be spiritually tapped into who you is and know yourself to know that, guy. Some people ain't. And then you got to be that person. Sometimes, look, in life, you is that person to help somebody tap in, man. On that note, you is, whether you believe it or not. You there for that purpose, whether they know it or not, just like your shorties in your life, gang, you there for that purpose, to make sure they tap in, or make sure your family members tapped into what's going on and what's peeking around them and around every edge of corners, gang, because some motherfuckers don't know. You hear me? Some don't. So with that being said, I'll be like, damn, what is we really looking at? Are we watching TV? Is this shit cable? Or is it really the Matrix? Is people really plugged in? You feel me? People really plugged into the Matrix. You feel me? That's what I say. You got to get unlost. You got to get, a balance. You got to get chemically imbalanced with yourself, gang. Don't have no chemically unbalanced, falling, because that right there is going to lose you. Lose you bad, trust me. And once you lost, gang, you can't be found. Well, some people have been found, because some of them people still kept their sanity about themselves. You feel me? They don't go around prying around like it's this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, motherfuckers really know how to carry themselves like men and real queens and kings. You feel me? Like you supposed to. You feel me? You living in the world in times where shit moving fast as hell, gang, and you got to be moving faster. You got to catch up. Or if you already caught up, you got to keep up when the tables turn. You feel me? Because there do be loopholes in that shit. When the loopholes do come in that shit, gang, you got to be willing to dodge them loopholes and understand who's throwing them loopholes. And be willing to go to the root of the loopholes and, fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get it organized. Have it flowing like the flow of water, gang. And a lot of times everything don't flow like that. You feel me? It don't flow like this. When it's not flowing like that, you better recognize that shit ain't what it seems to be. But if there's a will, there's a way. If you got willpower, gang, you better believe you can make it, right? See, some of y'all don't believe in that enough. And I know that because I know it ain't a lot of motivation out there on the blacktop. Definitely not where I'm at. Not in my state, my city. And once you see that, you start wanting to be your own motivation. You start wanting to be that motherfucker that motivate people to get there, right? And that's what you got to do, probably. Maybe that's your job. Maybe that's the reason you're here. Maybe that's the fate. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna tell you that, but see, that's the bigger purpose. Don't nobody want you to exceed past them. So, you being told that ain't prominent, I guess. Yeah, I know I'm smoking this cancer seat, but fuck y'all. At the end of the day, I think like this though, man. Look, that being said, you got to pay attention to just some people around you. You can't trust nothing. You always got to be on a skeptical scale of watching and the radar scale of noticing and the literal scale of being. You feel me? On a technical level though, because it is levels to this shit. So on that level, on each level of aspect and perspective of life game, you got to be that. You got to be that in which you master that level. Because like a video game, you ain't go past that level unless you master it, right? Simple. You can't pass a level unless you master it. You can't pass a level unless you beat it and understand it and know what you hit that level for and recognize, why I'm here and why I keep going over and over and over on this motherfucking journey. Do you feel me? Because once you start realizing that game, then you start slowly magnetizing things to you that helps you get past those objectives. I'm just saying, that's the truth. Then you start learning, tips and tricks, that helps you get past that. That helps you, perceive past that or perceive every goal in your life that you was expecting. Okay, that's kind of right. And when you do that, gang, you learn the real you. You learn who you really is and what you really stand for and what you down for and why you've been down this long on the same journey that you've been down for and why you know it's going to make it and why you think other, routes might have not made it. Some people will even tell you that shit, what they doing is for you. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. What they doing ain't really meant for you. Sometimes, gang, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like you got to find your own path that you align with in life. And your path might be one elegant ass path. Your path might be one, you feel me, duplicable path where greatness is only show, where greatness is only detail. You feel me? But until you recognize that and realize that, gang, I don't think, you feel me, you will ever surpass yourself where you at right now. The lower level you, like 19 Keys say, shout out to 19 Keys, man. But the lower level you feel me, keep you down where you at right now. So you got to always put yourself on a higher pedestal. Like, yo, fuck how other people look at you. Look how you look at you. Do you look at yourself with greatness, or do you look at yourself like, yo, I'm the epitome of, scumbag? Or because some of y'all do out there and y'all be scared to admit it. And some of y'all look at yourself with greatness and then you feel by the opinionations of other people or, the thought process of, conversations that take place. At the end of the day, I'll be like, is that the real you? No, half of y'all don't be showing the real you because you can't even face the real you, and that's fucked up. And the moment you face the real you, gang, you're going to be recognizing like, damn, this is where I was going wrong at. This is what I need to critique. This is what I need to, the criteria of life that I need to probably work on and expertise in, and other areas you probably already got it right, Don't get it twisted. We all don't got it right. We all don't got it right. But some of us that's trying, gang, you got to really give the credit to the motherfuckers that's trying to throw them their flowers. Let them really own it. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to take credibility or ownability of what they doing or what they trying to do. You're a hypocritical dickhead. You feel me? For even trying to be in that lane of discrediting a motherfucker for. I'm just saying. And some of y'all do that well, guys. Some of y'all do that so well. It's just sad. But, like I said, man, the truth is only around the corner. That's if you search for it. Some of y'all don't take the time to find or search for that. Some of y'all, rather be stuck at the level you are because you scared to climb higher. You scared to exceed past that level, gang. And it's, it's a little bit of crazy. But in the meantime, live your life and live in the moment, too. Don't find yourself getting outside of the moment, living outside all the time, outside your box, outside your meaning of life. You get lost like that in other people's lives that ain't yours, lives that you weren't meant to live. So, you be out of alignment, you be out of place, you be out of manifold where you supposed to be at, gang. You got to work like a machine. See, when you was built and put together, gang, you already had a blueprint to follow. You already had a manuscript to follow, to abide by. And if you ain't abiding by that, you're going to know, because you're going to get problems. You're going to get obstacles that come your way that seem, inevitable to surpass, or that seem inevitable to beat, but that ain't the case. Because you can do anything, gang. Like, we all can. We ain't perfect, but trust me, we can do anything we want to, anything we put the mind to, and we got the will to. So if you got the will to do anything, you already know you got the willpower to not be distracted. You got the willpower not to get put down. You got the willpower not to give up, gang. You got the willpower to keep going. Definitely when you're almost there. You halfway there, my nigga, stop playing. Put your foot in the door and keep it pushing. You feel me? That's all you can do. Fuck what another motherfucker feel like you should be doing. No, at that moment, you should recognize, man, I got this. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep punching with full force. Like Rick Ross said, shout out to Rick Ross, don't put no brakes on it at all. That's when you go the hardest, gang. Definitely when you feel like, damn, I ain't doing enough. When you feel like you ain't doing enough, you go harder. You feel me? You go harder because you want to see more results. You feel me? That's how I be feeling like, fuck that. I'm going to go harder because I want to see more results, gang. Even when I see a little bit of tiny, incy-wincy bit of piece of results, I want to go harder because I want to see the full ratio of results, 100%. So you got to learn. You got to, exercise your knowledge, exercise your brain, study, research, study. You feel me? Strengthening your knowledge, strengthening your confidence, strengthening yourself, build yourself, rebuild yourself. Even if it take that, rebuild yourself. Reflect. And to rebuild yourself, you got to reflect. You got to compare your old self to your new self and where you're trying to go. You feel me? Because if you don't compare your old self to your new self, gang, you'll never have a motherfucking destination or a goal. You'll never have a future journey or a goal to land at. You'll always be stuck back at the old you. That's what they mean by people caught in their ways or stuck in their ways. That's what that means. You ain't comparing the old you last year like, damn, I was here last year. I want to be there. I want to be here. Simple. And I'm even doing that to myself. I reflect all the time, every day, gang. You got to look at that man in the mirror, that woman in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said. R.P. Mike. But the thing is to keep your mind and your sanity, and you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, man. And make sure your knowledge is at a high standard, because there's people around you that guarantee you to fall before they do. They guarantee you to fall before they do. But how would they know that? They don't know your future. Just like you don't know their future. When truly there is a future in your front, gang, and you got to know that. That's why I'm here telling y'all that. I thank you for all my new subscribers too, man. I see I done gained a lot of subscribers, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Like I said, without y'all, it wouldn't be me, because the nigga can come here on the toolbox continuously doing this without y'all hitting that like and share. That really helps you. Even if you don't hit that cash app that's scrolling across the bottom, if you ain't feeling generous, fuck you. You still can hit that subscribe and that like and that notification bell, because that's free. So, hey, I am out. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all take care, man. Stay out the way too, gang.